Good morning, everyone. Dennis Caye here with Belize Islands Real Estate. Today is Friday, May 8th, and I have some fantastic news for all of you regarding Belize. Officially, it is the first country in the Americas to be COVID-19 free. So, well done. We're very happy about that. We got the scare in Belize several weeks ago. I think it was late March when we had a few confirmed cases, and then that number grew. And finally, we ended up with 18 cases. Unfortunately, 2 of the 18 did die as a result of complications from the disease, but the rest have made a full recovery. And so far, as of today, Belize is COVID-19 free, so fantastic news. Now, what does this mean for all of you who are looking at coming down? Well, for right now, the borders are still closed and the international airport is still absolutely shut down. So the Prime Minister of Belize, Dean Barrow, says that we don't know when yet the airport will open back up. Think about this, even though Belize itself now is doing very well and has contained the outbreak, what about people coming in for the US or Europe or Canada or down from Mexico or over from Guatemala? So right now is a very crucial time for Belize. They're going to play it safe. Businesses are slowly opening back up for business, but obviously those involved in the tourism industry are going to take a very hard hit as they are still going to be shut down from outside tourists. Some of the hotels, restaurants open back up to locals, but as far as those hundreds and thousands of people who love Ambergris Caye, who love hitting the Caye district, Placencia, traveling around to see the different sites, the beauty that is Belize, right now you need to put your plans on hold. But this is going to create, I think, a backlog of people when Belize does open back up. So here's what I think is going to happen. This also applies to real estate. So I just want to talk to you a little bit about what I foresee happening with the real estate market. First of all, I had a list of all of the closings that I have right now that are in process. And I was surprised at actually, when I added them all up, just how many people have bought property since COVID-19 hit the world. We have literally, on my list alone, over 12 to 15 people that have purchased property in the past 8 weeks or so. So well done. What this shows is that while many people are in contraction mode, and we're not saying that many people's businesses aren't affected by this, many have lost their businesses, others have been unemployed, furloughed, economically hit in other ways, there is still a good number of people that are able to take advantage of buying property in Belize. So well done to you. Very happy. Congratulations on pulling the trigger, even in times of uncertainty, because sometimes, even if we're doing good, we start to be affected by the negativity and fear of others around us. So, for example, if I'm doing well financially and I have the desire and the means to buy property in Belize, and I start to talk about that to my friends and family who maybe aren't doing so well, they might be discouraging, say, well, what are you doing? Is now the right time to buy? Shouldn't you be holding off, holding on to your cash? So I'm very, very happy for those who are able to pull the trigger on something. Because here's what I think is going to happen. Right now, there are a lot of people who have been emailing me saying they want to buy property in Belize, but their trip was postponed. So they had plans to come down in March and April and May and June. Well, obviously, they're not going to be able to do that. So just during those 4 months so far, say March, April, May, and June, there's thousands of people who would have traveled to Belize, who would have been looking at property, and some of them will be buying property during those months. Well, now those same people are going to postpone their plans, and now they're not going to come down until maybe later this summer, fall, maybe late 2020, early 2021, depending on how all this shakes out. So what happens is that the demand for real estate is still there. It hasn't gone away. But for what we're seeing now, what we're seeing is, and we're seeing the same thing that happened now as we did in 2008, is that in times of major, I want to say disasters or major events like this, like the crash of 2008, you had people that were putting off buying property in Belize or were putting off trips thinking now, I still have time. I can do that in the future. There's no rush. The timing is never perfect. But they used the 2008 event to really take stock of what they wanted to do what direction their life was taking. And actually, I think 2008 was a saving grace for a lot of people. Some people lost everything. Other people use it as an opportunity to really expand. And so I think we're seeing the exact same thing happen right now. While the world is in contraction mode, many people are taking stock, thinking, what do I want to do when this is all over? Where do I want to be with my life? Do I want to live in the same area that I'm living in now forever? The same house, same job, same restaurant, same store, same culture? Or do I want to make plans so in the future I can enjoy something different, right? Take stock and say, you know what? I'm going to make a move. I'm going to either plan a trip to Belize, put it on the calendar, book it if it's possible, or I'm going to look for a piece of property, maybe not go all in. As you know, I'm warning people, don't go all in on something. Why take a high risk? But get something small, maybe a condo or apartment or a small home, maybe a small piece of land. For those of you looking at getting into Belize on the cheap, you can get lots right now within a half mile of Secret Beach for starting at, say, $30,000 US that come with low down payment financing, and then have premier homes in the mainland build you one of those beautiful Belizean hardwood homes, ship it out to the mainland, and here you have your own slice of paradise on Ambergris Caye. So, go ahead, take a small step, whether that means buying property now, even just a mindset, even a mind shift. So, you know what? I've always had the dream of living as an expat, and it starts with the step, starts with the decision. I remember when Steph and I first talked about living as expats, leaving the United States, doing something different and exciting, looking for an adventure. I was nervous, and she wasn't so much, but I was nervous. Like, how do people actually go from living in the United States or Canada to actually living abroad? I mean, that whole process was just beyond me. I couldn't even think about where do you start with things like that. So what I'm thinking about doing is developing just a short video series or course as to how a person actually goes about making the move to leave the U.S., to move somewhere, either temporarily or permanently, like Belize or France or any other country in the world, what that process looks like, and some things that a person needs to take into consideration while they're making those steps. Making a list of things that are important to you, things that are not important to you, your budget, your hobbies, things you like to do, fill your days with. And then with all that information, how to take logical steps to make a move. So anyways, I know I got off track here a little bit. The good news in this video is Belize is COVID-19 free. Congratulations, Belize. Congratulations, too, to all of my clients who have recently bought property, to those who I'm currently working with. Today is again, Friday, May 8th, and I'm looking forward to the several Zoom calls that I have set up with my clients between today, tomorrow, and Sunday, and I'm looking forward to helping you out, answering any questions you have regarding Belize or Belize real estate, and seeing how we can get you your own slice of paradise so that when this is all said and done, you can come down to Belize, you can enjoy the food, the culture, the beautiful sunshine, the crystal clear waters of the Caribbean Sea, everything that you love about the Belizean people, the friendliness, the love, and we'll go from there. All right, thanks everyone. Have a great Friday, a good weekend. Hopefully you and your loved ones are staying safe and continue to do so. Hope to see you down in Belize soon.